Shredder, and I'm getting the super shot ability for stealth health. Alright, so now I have now got the WoW power for stealth elf.
Super shot stealth elf.
Wait, so are those the trailers that play when you put the characters on the portal in, like, Smiths and all that? So I got myself a cup of tea between recordings. I had to delete Dead by Daylight to put a record. But, all worth it so I can record myself talking to Master Eon.
Spell Slam, sir, that the books we seek are somewhere in the halls of the ancients.
Didn't you
But the
just tell
hall
me
is
this?
vast, and time grows short. Therefore, anyone who can possibly be spared from maintaining the academy will be going on this mission to assist in finding these books. Chaos and the darkness threaten all of us. This is the key to putting an end to their evil for good.
Let's do this then.
Oh, I wish I was as good at being as inspirational as that guy, but still it's hard to get excited about going to a library. Right, Hugo? Never mind.
Yes, go to Spellpunk Library. So everyone else hitches a ride with Flynn, meanwhile I have to drive my own fucking car? And I can clearly hold my car. And a bunch of assholes and cheapskates, that's what I'm telling you.
This is incredible! Look at all these books! I could stay in here forever.
Stay focused, Hugo. We're here for one thing, to figure out how to stop the darkness. And be careful. This is no ordinary library.
Come on, Callie, it's just a bunch of stupid, moldy books. It's the most boring quest ever.
So fucking... the way he was looking at her was such disdain.
See? And that's why I don't read.
The Coming of the Darkness by Pumphrey LaFuzzbottom. Great job, Flynn! This is exactly what we're looking for.
It is? I mean, of course it is. You know, I gotta admit that first chapter really pulls you in.
I fucking hate how good of a joke that was.
In this zone.
I think I found a book about the darkness, but since this library is cursed, it might be best if you open it. There has got to be something within these pages that will give us a clue to stopping it.
Is it just me or is it bigger in-game than it was in the cutscene? Yes. The fuck does it mean book 1?
Before creating the portals, the ancients explored the universe using magical relics called rift engines. But in their haste to spread the light of Skylands to other worlds, they created a powerful rift engine that opened a door to a forbidden world and unleashed a destructive force into Skylands, the darkness. Centuries later, in the age of the Portal Masters, the Skylanders had become the greatest champions the world had ever known.
Wait, so am I a Portal Master?
No enemy or debris could stand before their might. But the darkness was still out there, somewhere, laying in wait. Suddenly, tremors and aftershocks rumbled throughout the land. Some great evil was being conjured in the arcane keep of the Spellpunks. The devious Spellpunks had unearthed the very same cursed relic that had allowed the darkness into Skylands centuries ago. The Dark Rift Engine. The Spellpunks had to be stopped before they could use its power to awaken the darkness. But the way to the Citadel had grown treacherous. Danger sprang from the shadows. spellpunks were drawing magic from the Dark Rift engine, feeding power to the darkness.
Get the green one first, Skylander. He's healing everybody.
I'm just skipping all the bad guys.
Skylanders fought their way through the danger, charging into the mouth of the spellpunk keep. But then, without warning, all of Skylands began to quake. And a wave of fear swept over the land as a great and terrible shadow erupted from the keep. It bellowed in a deep and malevolent voice. Behold, Skylands, I have returned. All shall fear and obey me. I am the darkness.
God.
I had always heard that it was the ancients who let the darkness into Skylands, but I've never heard about that Dark Rift engine. Still, we don't know how they managed to finally defeat it. We'll have to keep looking, Skylander. Maybe one of the others found something useful.
I'm gonna have to go into more fucking books, aren't I?
Hey, Skylander, look at this! You should try this. A charge of the First Light Squadron. It's about an elite squad of fighter pilots who took on the overwhelming forces of evil. Looks
Does it
pretty
specific-
turbulent in there. Best if you summon a sky vehicle if you want to take a look.
Oh, thank fuck I don't have to deal with that. I don't have a Skylander.
All right, we'll come back with a sky vehicle when you're ready. You should check with Flint. He might have found something useful. Hey, it's possible.
Don't diss the goat like that. The goats in this series are Eon, Spyro, and Flynn. Each for their own reasons. Flynn, look at the man! Why isn't he speaking? Not rank 4 in Portal Master now, am I, bitch? God game. I'm gonna restart. I don't know what's going on here. Shit. Wait, Spitfire. Oh, this is gonna be bullshit. I'm gonna have to redo the fucking thing! Wait, map.
Wow, this place is incredible. Look at all these books. I could stay in here forever.
Stay focused, Hugo. We're here for one thing, to figure out how to stop the darkness. And be careful. This is no ordinary library.
Come on, Callie. It's just a bunch of stupid, moldy books. It's the most boring quest ever.
Yeah, the book is really fucking small.
Gotcha!
You see? And that's why I don't read.
The Coming of the Darkness by Pumphrey LaFuzzbottom. Great job, Flynn! This is exactly what we're looking for.
It is? I mean, of course it is. You know, I gotta admit that first chapter really pulls you in.
I hate him so much. That was so good.
Skylanders of the fire element are stronger in this
I
zone.
think I found a book about the darkness, but
Before creating the portals, the ancients Centuries later, in the age of the Portal Masters, the Skylanders had become the greatest champions the world had ever known. No enemy or debris could stand before their might. But the darkness was still out there, somewhere, late. Suddenly, tremors and aftershocks rumbled throughout the land. Some great evil was being conjured in the arcane keep of the Spellpunks. The devious Spellpunks had unearthed the very same cursed relic that had allowed the darkness into Skylands centuries ago. The Dark Rift Engine. The Spellpunks had to be stopped before they could use its power to awaken the darkness. But the way to the Citadel had grown treacherous. Danger sprang from the shadows. The Spellpunks were drawing magic from the Dark Rift Engine, feeding power to the darkness. The Skylanders fought their way through the danger, charging into the mouth of the Spellpunk Keep.
The green Spellpunk is healing the bad guys. You get him first.
But then, without warning, all of Skylands began to quake. And a wave of fear swept over the land as a great and terrible shadow erupted from the keep. It bellowed in a deep and malevolent voice. Behold, Skylands, I have returned. All shall fear and obey me. I am the darkness.
Okay, honey? Everything's fine. Good. Mom, can I ask you something?
I had always heard that it was the ancients who let the darkness into Skylands. But I've never heard about that Dark Rift Engine.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Still, we don't know how they managed to finally defeat it. We'll have to keep looking, Skylander.
Fuck.
Maybe one of the others found something useful.
Hey, Skylander, look at this.
You know what? No. Fuck, Flynn hasn't found anything useful yet.
You should try this. The charge of the... All right, we'll come back with a sky vehicle when you're ready.
You just want me to explore your book.
He might have found something useful.
Hey, Skylander, you gotta see this book. Looks like this one here talks about how the core of light got made to give the darkness the old beatdown.
Oh yeah, that'd be one we'd want to look at.
Inside, but I'm not really in a hurry to crack it open, if you know what I mean, because it's kind of cursed. But you go right ahead.
Yes.
The War of the Darkness had nearly been lost, as all of Skylands was being held in its terrible grip. But there was one chance. A mythical device built by the ancients to combat the darkness had been discovered. It was called the Core of Light.
Whoa.
But finding its location would be the most dangerous mission of them all. The darkness knew the core of light would be its end, and so it attacked. Its dark power was beyond comprehension. It shattered mountains and bridges with casual disdain. The darkness's rage was earth-shaking and all-consuming, for it knew that in order for its power to grow, the core of light must stay hidden. Undaunted, even in the face of this great evil, the Skylanders continued the quest.
So I got two different voice actors for Spitfire. The really deep voiced one that really annoys me, and the woohoo that I really like.
Experience and treasure. The darkness grew desperate. Again and again it attacked with renewed fury. And then, after a long journey, the lost citadel of the Portal Masters had been reached. The radiant purity of the core of light had been found at last. But in the distance, the darkness raged on.
Wowzers! Looks like the darkness almost conquered Skylands back in the olden days until they used the trusty core of light. But it stopped right before the good part. I totally can't wait to find out what happens next. Maybe the one Mags found will have more info.
Wait, Mags is here?
Don't keep me in suspense!
Since when was Mags here? That's so funny. Nah.
Money.
Hey there, Skylander! Check this out! I'm not sure it'll help us much, but it's kind of a cool read. It's all about an evil Hydra monster. I've heard of that. Well, it turns out it used to be like a pet of some dark portal masters. Can you imagine that? It's like trying to housebreak a rabid honey badger. Not a good idea. Looks like you'll need a sea vehicle to read this one.
I don't have a sea vehicle.
All right, well, come back with a sea vehicle when you're set. I bet the next book is gonna be even more exciting than this one. I think Hugo's finally managed to decide on one. You should go find him before he changes his mind.
See, Flynn and Hugo are the goats. Lil Devil.
Oh, hi, Skylander. I'm glad you're here. This book here is called To Light the Dark by Pomfrey LaFuzzbottom. I didn't read much, but it talks about using the core of light to fight the darkness. This could be the one!
Yes.
The forces of good had discovered the hidden location of the core of light, but they soon realized that the ancients had never completed this great machine, a secret that to this day has been forgotten. But with the darkness closing in for the final blow, they had no choice. They would power up the core and risk everything in a final battle. And they would hope that even an incomplete core of light would be enough to keep the darkness at bay. The Skylanders sped into action. There was only one chance. An all-out attack to drive the darkness toward the core itself. But the darkness would not go easily. The darkness laid snares and traps for the Skylander. The Skylander, however, would not be halted. The darkness unleashed its full power. Its dark might seared the sky, tearing across the land. Their battle echoed across all Skylands, trading blows that shattered islands in their wake.
I like how you get a play through this. Like, they could have just made it a long cutscene. But no, you're playing through the backstory of the Skylanders. And you can lose this.
But inch by inch it was pushed back until it was in range of the core. And then its glorious light filled the sky.
Ooh.
With the core of light holding it at bay, it was forced to flee and hide in the deepest, darkest parts of Skylands once again. But for how long? One day it will return for its revenge. In order to destroy the darkness once and for all, the secret to completing the core of light and unleashing its true power must be found. This will be my life's work.
Knowledge is power. Beat the Spellpunk library on any difficulty.
Any ideas?
The Fuzzbottom!
What'd you call me?
Callie is right. You must seek out the author of that book. If any living being knows how to complete the core, it is Pumphrey LaFuzzbottom.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go find this pom-pom fuzzy bottom guy and turn this core of light into the most awesome weapon ever!
That's Tessa! She shouldn't be trying to fly in these skies, it's too dangerous!
Hopefully the bird broke her fall.
I love that. Hopefully the bird broke her fall.
Whoa, that looked like a pretty hard landing. You'd better go check on Tessa, Skylander. I need to examine the book we got from the Spellpunk library for leads on Pumphrey's whereabouts.
Got it.
Tessa, are you alright?
Yeah, I'd say your squawking feather mattress could use a little flying lesson from old Captain Flynn.
I'm fine, guys. Just a little shook up. And it wasn't Whisker's fault, Flynn. These skies are getting more dangerous by the minute. We had to evacuate all of Woodboro to get away from the Sky Eater. They're safe for now, so I decided to come here to help.
So what happened to the Skylands that have been eaten?
Come on, let's get you up to speed.
Allow me. You see, Tessa, it all started with an enchilada.
This could take a while, Skylander. Why don't you go let Master Eon know that Tessa is okay?
Got
I
it.
really don't know what this has to do with the Sky Eater, Flynn.
If you can understand why it eats the sky, you...
Woohoo!
Greetings, Portal Master. You have come far in your time here in Skylands, but there is much more to learn. Here is where you can access all things related to Portal Mastery. Observe. These are your Portal Master emblems. You...
Gold from winning races.
Earning these emblems grants you Stardust, and Stardust will increase your Portal Master rank.
Let me do the XP thing. Alright, got it.
Here is where you can view your Portal Master progress and stats. Useful for seeing how much you have already accomplished. Here is where you can view and change your current Portal Master powers. While at the Academy, you are able to modify your Portal Master powers.
Yep.
Continue on your path of courage, and soon you will ascend to our highest ranks. A grand adventure awaits you, Portal Master.
Master Eon, I found
Oh.
him. I found La Fuzzbottom. According to a passage in his final
So that was the
book, he
Skylanders
planned to
intro.
retire to the Gadfly Glades to
That we
work
usually
in
get, but we
solitude.
didn't get this game
Well
because
done,
Chaos
Hugo.
already took over.
Seek out Flynn when you are ready to leave.
We weren't stopping Chaos, because like we usually do. No, we lost to Chaos before the game even started.
Gadfly Glades? That's pretty wild territory. You'll have a hard time tracking down a little worm fella. I better come with you.
Hey, look, if you want to spend a little quality time with me, you don't have to make up excuses, Tessa. I totally get it.
You're so funny, Flynn. Let me just call Whiskers down and we'll be all set.
Oh, man, not Whiskers! All right, Skylander, you ready to go find Pom Pom Fuzzy Bottom?
Yeah. Oh crap, I gotta sign this video off, guys, sorry. It's been Reddit, and I will see you next time.